What's up, guys? Brian here to talk to you about the 2012 Yamaha TTR-230 right here. I'm going to go over all that has been done to it and why I think it's a fantastic bike for you. First off, this is the family model bikes, so it's not a race bike. It's not made for going on the motocross tracks or anything like that. It's more for tooling around the yard or farm, cruising around the neighborhoods legally and responsibly. It's an air-cooled engine, so it's not as fast. So it's a lot more user-friendly, learning. It's a chill ride, and it has extremely low maintenance. So if any of that sounds good to you, I think this is a fantastic bike that does 90% of what you want. The only thing it won't do is race on a motocross track safely. You can do it, but anyways, we'll go ahead and I'll start by saying I bought the bike and completely broke it down as far as I could. I didn't take the engine apart because it was running. I did a general overall check and everything checked out great on it. So we'll start with the controls here. I did a Pro Taper swap. I didn't like the factory bar feel, so I went with the Pro Tapers and I put new grips on it. We have lubed up and cleaned the throttle cables and the throttle, so it's really crisp currently. We've got new brake fluid in the front brake here. The rear brake was completely taken apart, cleaned, re-lubricated, put back together. So it's smooth as can be, and it's an easy adjust as well. Just, it's not where you want it, you just turn this knob, so super user friendly. The steering stem, basically re-greased all the bearings in there. The controls have been slid in so that you're in proper riding position where they're at, and they were left loose. You can see that, you know, in the event that you fall, if you leave them at this torque, hopefully they'll move and shift when they hit the ground and not break the levers. So that's the control setup here, and then we'll move on to the engine. Again, I went in and checked everything, and while I was in there, I adjusted the valves. So the engine runs great. The oil and filter was just changed a few hours ago. New spark plug was put in. Air filter has been cleaned and re-oiled, so it's good to go. I put a new battery in, and then I added I don't know if you can see that, but it's a trickle charge connection. Because when I first got it, it had a bad battery, and I had to keep taking this off to get to the battery, and that was just not fun. So now you can leave it on charge and never have to worry about that without taking it apart. I put an hour meter on it so that you can keep up with service intervals. And I've only run ethanol-free gas in it just because if you know about what ethanol does to engines, you don't like it. And then for the drive system here, as you can see, we've got some new Kenda Trackmasters, which are my personal favorite, just the way they hook up. They're also DOT, so if you do ride around the neighborhood or whatever, they have great traction on the road. They ride good on the road, which is a plus. But in the rear one, I actually went with a little bit larger size than the stock. And the reason, a lot of the soils around here are sandy, and just a wider tire, to me, floats better. And this bike isn't exactly known for its lightness. So it's got a little more foot sole footprint on the rear that kind of, to me, keeps it up higher and helps you just have a lot more fun on the bike. The wheels were completely broken down when I got them, so I took the spokes out. I think I replaced most of them. I got the rims powder coated, which you don't see many TTRs with black rims, but these were powder coated. Did the new tubes, re-spoked it and re-trued the wheel. Replaced the wheel bearings in the front and rear. We got the chain has been replaced, and I just lubricated it, so it's ready to go. And then the linkages were under here, were all taken apart and cleaned and reassembled. And then the swing arm, for anybody that's worked on old bikes, you know that swing arms are a nightmare if they're not greased. So this one actually had grease points, so I'll put some new Zerk fittings or whatever you call those in, so that you can pump grease into the swing arm without having to take the whole thing apart, which hopefully in the event that you do take it apart will make that process easy. Then there was, and all the bolts are on this bike. Everything, I mean, even frame caps, kind of went OCD on it. All the bolts, I believe, are correct, and to my knowledge, there's not a single bolt missing on this bike. So there shouldn't be any surprises with this bike. It's a great bike, I love it. The only reason I'm getting rid of it is because I have moved up to the race bike. See how that goes. Hopefully I'm ready. But anyway, this is it. Have at it. Come get it.